Now I get to go through all this fun stuff.
Yeah.
The 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 come on.
The
Come on.
the
Come on. Check, 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 check. 1 2. Check, check, check. 1 2. No echo this week, which is nice. Everything sounds good. Ryan, go ahead and talk.
Hello, AJ. How are you today? I got
Everything is good.
I got the weather update. Oh man. Tomorrow for practice and everything. 83. Saturday is going to be 74. Sunday cooler with spotty showers and only 59 degrees at Auto Club Speedway. But I know but that depends on who what you look at, because there's AccuWeather and all these other weathers.
Wonderground.
Uh huh. I'm gonna take a quick piggy before we go on. All right. I'll be back in 1 second. I didn't mean to shock you. You think he's getting on? What happened? Oh shit. You don't see a head pop. All right.
Breaking news.
Weird.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Kyle Larson has confirmed he is in for the Homestead race for the Kyle Busch Bounty,
Really?
which he said on the Dale Jr. download last week that he absolutely loves racing at Homestead, loves running that wall.
Oh, of course. That's his. That's the as they like to say, the Kyle Larson line. Oh, look at this.
I'm using the bathroom, then we'll go ahead and begin. Make sure you check the chat out too.
Yep, I'm in the chair right now. I just hello. And there it is. What's up, everybody? Hi, everybody. Pretty good, wasn't it?
Make that louder. Keep that there. Okay. I'll be right back.
All right. Oh, that's right.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
What's going on, Patrick?
What's up, Pat?
Wait, listen for it, Ryan. Listen for it. Oh, there it is.
Yes. The Mountain Dew with zero sugar.
No, this is voltage.
Ah.
All right. I want to delete that or get that out of there. Get that out of there.
So I'll wait till I'll wait till we start recording. But I have 2 questions to ask you. We can do it in the beginning of the show, and or at the ending of the show. Not sure yet.
What is it?
Just questions about the announce team. What you thought of Mike, Joey, and Gordon together, and
I couldn't listen to it again.
That bad?
No, like I couldn't listen to it. Like where I was at a restaurant because we had family down
Yeah, that's right.
from Massachusetts or from Massachusetts, from New York, and so I had to watch it in a restaurant with the volume on. So
yeah, that's right. Because I seen your mom. Your mom tagged you in the pictures.
Yep. So I was nose down in my phone the entire night, basically.
And everybody was like, AJ, not listening, watching the race.
That actually happened a couple times. That actually happened a handful of times.
Binksy boy, what are you doing, kitty? Oh, let the mama pet you. Let the mama pet you.
Wow, no Tony. I'm shocked.
Not yet. You might be taking care of Miss Lily.
All right. Oh, Jesus, Ryan. Come
You heard that?
on.
Sarah's even turned around to look at me.
Oh, Ryan, come on, man. You're killing me.
I didn't know it was going to be that loud. Good thing you're not on with Tony when he's got bad gas.
What do you say? You ready to start this thing?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Roll an intro.
All right, let's go.
Hey, gentlemen, start your engines! I guess I'm out of control.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 76 of the Lugs podcast. I'm your host, AJ. With me, as always, with the man who's giving his thumbs up right now on the live stream, is Ryan. What's going on, Ryan?
What is going on, AJ? How the hell are you?
I'm pretty good. We made it through all the Vegas gambling references for for another week. Until we go back there in September, we won't have to worry about it.
Oh, then we'll hear it again like 40 times. Hey, who's going to roll the dice? Who's going to play the jackpot? And, oh, man. I'm glad. I had a great race weekend, but, oh, man, like you said, glad those gambling references are done.
Yeah. I actually named the episode Logano Gambles. So,
yes.
just had to get that one last one in there until we get back to September. That'll be whatever race winner then.
Now what are they going to call it this weekend at Auto Club Speedway?
Well, it's like the surf and turf.
Oh, yeah, the surf and turf.
Oh, the surf and asphalt.
Ah, yes.
So what's going on, Ryan? What's new?
Not a whole lot. I was on Xbox the other day, and somebody that we haven't seen on Xbox in quite some time popped his head on and is like, "Hey guys, how are you?" That would be you.
Yeah, that was me. I made a very rare appearance on Xbox this week.
I have to follow you on J-Ski. When's AJ jumping on Xbox?
It was fun. It was fun. I haven't played with y'all online in a couple months. I'd say it's been a long time.
Yes, it has.
It was a good time though.
Yeah, played some Call of Duty, man. Enjoyed that. Played a little bit of Pucks too, which was nice.
Yep. I had a good time with it. And I didn't realize how much I missed it.
Oh, yeah.
Just so damn busy lately, man. Can't do it every day.
I have video games, man, that keep me insane, and they keep me sane from going insane, I should say. And then,
They only keep you insane.
Oh, that too. Oh, man, especially the one night when we were playing Call of Duty. And we're on the map Rust, and I got stuck on something, and I was so angry. I'm like, why is my guy not bleeping moving? And I'm like, Toy's like, relax. And I'm like, I just shut the game off, walked around the house for a minute, deep breath, got back on it, and played better. So,
well, I had a good time doing that. What did you do over the weekend?
Watched the races and went grocery shopping. Hung out with Logan Saturday, and been hearing some interesting stories though about what people are going to do about those cheaters, the Houston Astros.
Yeah. Well, baseball finally started again, and where I am, the Braves aren't too far from where I'm at, and there's a Thursday coming up where the Astros are here, and I want to so bad to go with like a little portable like a trash can, but like small enough that I can get in and it not be too bulky or anything like that. And just every time a batter walks up to the plate for the Astros, just beat on a little bit.
They've been confiscating all these signs too. There's one of the best memes. I was telling Tony about it last night, and I think Dave and Josh were in our Xbox party. It's like I had a great sign, but the Astros stole it.
I shared that last night too.
Yeah,
when I saw it.
I love it. They're getting so much hate for this. Batters are getting thrown at spring training games. Granted, yeah, not 97-mile-an-hour fastball. They're breaking balls still about 70, 75 mile, or anywhere 85 miles an hour, and it's insane though. Like.
Good, hit them all.
If your name came up like Jose Altuve, first bat, they were playing the Tigers in Lakeland, which is where the home of the Tigers are for spring training, and you would thought like Jose Altuve was like one of the worst human beings in the world, like how bad he got booed.
Yeah, hit them all. Just hit them all. I've had it. I'm tired of this whole sign stealing thing. It's over with.
Exactly.
I mean, we had an eventful week, dude. It was baseball starting. It was Twitter war after Twitter war. It was.
Oh yeah.
It just, man, the start of this season has not lacked any drama. That's for sure.
No, not at all.
What do you think of everything? I don't really want to talk about it, but now I'll bring it up. What do you think the whole Barstool Jim Utter thing?
Interesting, to say the least.
I'm not going to sit here and bash either side on this. I just,
No.
I think both sides, context has been taken way too far, and now it's starting a you know what show all
Oh
over
yeah,
social media.
oh yeah. No, not a peep show.
Yeah, it's just oh my gosh, and like people are getting in full on arguments back and forth with each other over it. Like, man, I'm watching friendships end.
Oh, I tell you,
right on Twitter over like two people that some people have never even met. Just oh my god.
Exactly.
I put my 2 cents in here and there, just not even 2 cents worth. Just I agree with this side, but not that side. You know what I mean? It's just pointless at this point.
I
People
just
keep bringing it up, and
I don't say anything in like arguments like that. I just watch. It's just funny to watch. Like people just argue over everything.
it was entertaining. And then Parker Kligerman made it even more entertaining this week. We're gonna get into that.
Patrick in in our chat, the Astros are in for a long season, and go White Sox.
I know one other person who's a White Sox fan.
So do I.
Good old Dave. And you know what's funny about Dave? You see baseball posts all the way till about May. And then they stop.
Actually, it's the end of April, and then they just stop.
It's so funny, Patrick. I'm not at all saying you're like that, and I'm not, bashing your team or anything, but man, it's so funny watching Dave get on Facebook and all that and talk about how great the Tigers are doing or the White Sox are doing, and then there's so many games out of first, and it goes silent. You can hear crickets.
Oh, it's going to be like that. Unfortunately, it's going to be like that again for this year for our beloved Detroit Kitty Cats.
You should just say that for every Detroit-based team.
Yeah, we are. So
I don't see the Tigers doing anything. I don't see the Red Wings doing anything. I don't see the Lions doing anything. You guys need an XFL team.
I don't know. That's what they asked. Who wants an XFL team on the XFL Facebook page? I'm like, I do. I live in Detroit, and I'm tired of watching the Lions, so Detroit needs one.
In fact, I heard that the Detroit Lions might be entering the XFL.
They should. They're that bad.
They might have a shot to win like 6 games.
Yeah. Hey, how about some happy news? I know you saw it. I know it was all over Twitter. But how about Ryan Newman back at the Roush shop?
Yeah, it was awesome, wasn't it?
Standing ovation from all the employees there. He answered all the questions. This is what I heard. He answered all the questions. He took time out to, personally thank everybody.
Yeah.
All the tweets, all the well wishes.
Even
the
threw a little sponsor promotion in there.
Yes, he did.
So it was really cool. I think Newman is very close to getting back in a race car, I would think.
I think
I'm not a medical expert by any means, but just, from the things that we heard Steve O'Donnell say this past weekend and what we're seeing coming out of Newman and what Roush has been releasing, I think we're very close to seeing him back in the car.
And I like what I think it was Steve O'Donnell, this past weekend, explained everything. What time the guys got there, all the personnel, or did we talk about that last week, or was that just
we didn't detail it, but I did say that it was very quick. Like from what I saw, it was very, very quick that people got there, and it could have very well saved his life for how quick it helped save his life for how quick they got to the car.
And then one of the best pictures he posted was him catching a fish.
Yeah. Posted that today. Or was it today or yesterday?
Yesterday. I thought it was yesterday. He posted a picture of him catching a fish. I'm like, well, he's back doing what he's doing.
Yeah. I bet Martin Truex is a little bit jealous.
Yes, it was.
His fishing honey, buddy. Anything else going on, Ryan? Like, this was a slow sports week.
Hockey trade deadline. How about them Oilers making deals with the Red Wings?
How about those Bruins? We got 2 guys I never had heard of before.
The Oilers added Tyler Ennis, Mike Green from Detroit, and Andreas Athanasiou, probably one of the faster skaters in the league with him and McDavid. They've paired them on a line together. Unfortunately, and Athanasiou got nicked up last night. But in his first game with the Oilers, a goal and an assist. So I was quite happy, even though they lost in overtime. So down to it, 18 games left in the regular season. And we got playoff hockey, the best playoff sport, by the way.
Yeah, I'm getting nervous.
Yep.
I'm nervous because of one thing. The Bruins are having a remarkably great season for someone who lost the Stanley Cup in 7 games on their home ice. So
Yep.
good, in fact, they're in line to win the President's Trophy. And we all know what happens to the President's Trophy winner.
Oh, not a lot. They always get knocked out early.
They get bounced. Either they get bounced in the first round or get bounced in the Stanley Cup. Like, it just... That's
One of
how
the
it
two.
happens.
Mostly the first round.
Yeah, I mean, look at Tampa last year.
Yep.
The worst part was, and I know I said it on this podcast when it happened, was they were up 3 goals in that third period in game 1 and just lost everything
Yep.
in such a short time. It was, yeah.
tell you,
I don't want that.
I'll tell you what, Tampa Bay's playing really good hockey, but I don't. There's still something with the Lightning. I don't
Still have
know.
a funk.
Yep.
There's still a funk you can smell with them. I don't think they're going to go that far in the playoffs. I think they get out in the first round.
Second round.
Who would they play the first round if it starts today? Was it the Maple Leafs they play?
Yeah, I think they would play Toronto.
Toronto doesn't have to play the Bruins in the first round?
Amazing. Hey, Toronto has a
Interesting.
shot then. Toronto has a shot.
Yeah, when that first round isn't in Boston, I guess it gets a little bit easier, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, anyways, Ryan.
Yeah, we're a racing podcast.
It is time to roll the dice, get some gas and go. Let's recap Las Vegas. I'm going to see how many gambling references I can put in this show today. I'm going to see how many I can fit in.
I realize we have 3 nice casinos in downtown Detroit that I haven't been to in quite some time. And
I love how
guess
you
what?
say that. We have
Guess what
3
I have?
very
What I
nice
have.
casinos.
I have the itch to go to the casino.
Have you ever? I never took you as a gambler. I was gonna say, have you ever been to a casino? Like, I've never took you
I
as a gambler.
love going to the casino. Unfortunately, when I was on my probation for my DUI, I couldn't drink, so my addiction was going to the casino. My brother and I went almost every other Friday night down to the casinos.
Oh, wow. See, I didn't know that. You learn something new every day.
My comp card was good, so high that I got free buffet dinners down at Motor City Casino. That's some good.
You are a frequent flyer, apparently.
Yes, I was. So. But so the gambling references.
I just want to say that I had to hold myself back this week because someone I know was asking me betting inputs on sports this week. And I learned that it is not good for me to go and do anything like that with my own money, because if I lose, I would be pissed. I couldn't handle that. I really couldn't.
The good thing is too, though, is that some of the times when I go down to the casino, I take X amount of money with me. Once X amount of money is gone, I don't go to the ATM as much as it pains me not going to the ATM. Just take that X amount of money and go to the event I'm doing, or hang out with the buddies I'm down there with. When we go to events downtown Detroit, whether it be Comerica Park for a Tiger game, Ford Field, now LCA, I park at the casino. I throw $20 into a slot machine for here's my parking right here.
I went to Atlantic City.
Oh, nice.
A couple years ago now. I actually don't know how. Probably I'd say about 2017. 2017, I think. 2016. One of those years. Anyway, I went with $200, and I said, as soon as I lose this, I'm done. I lost $80 in the matter of 8 minutes, and said, nope, I'm done here. This isn't for me.
I bet. I'd be the same way. I'm like, man, this is my first experience. I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm done. I don't want to do it no more.
I remember the first casino I went to was in Windsor, Casino Windsor. And now it's called Caesars Windsor. It's over in Canada, and I had a blast.
So it's over in Canada?
Yeah, Canada, eh? That's right, eh?
So we say, right on, we spin the wheel here and gamble a little bit, and Let's talk about the
I think,
gander.
I think we're going all in on this.
Oh, double or nothing.
We're doubling down. Yeah, that's right.
Let's see how the Gander RV Outdoor Truck Series went, where Kyle Busch shockingly wins at Las Vegas.
I was so shocked. Like I be honest with you,
The most
I had-
surprising thing of the weekend.
yep. I started watching the race. I started watching it. Sauter.
You know, it was a very good race, I gotta say.
The restarts in all the series this weekend. The restarts have been phenomenal. The past, I would say, 3-4 years on, and the start of the race was good. Then Kyle was, got to his lead, and the racing further back in the pack was great, but he just got to that, big lead, and yeah, 7 straight now?
7 straight. Let's just talk, Ryan,
Yep.
about the man who finished second in the Kyle Busch Invitational for the Truck Series, Johnny Sauter, taking second place. The first Truck Series regular finishing position, not bad, pretty solid.
No, yeah. I think he's going to be one of them guys when it comes down to it, as he is every year, one of the guys in the Final Four for that championship.
He very well could be. I always think Sauter is going to compete every year when it comes down to the playoffs. And it comes down to the trophy. In fact, I think I picked him. Did I pick him to win the title?
I thought you did.
I have to go back and look now because I think I picked him to win the title, but I'm not entirely sure. But Johnny Sauter just had a rough go at it last year.
Yes, he did.
But
even with the new team, though, that tends to happen, though. And now I think they got the feet wet. They got everything, molded into place right now. Like I said, I won't be surprised if he's one of the ones in the Final Four.
I mean, did his team not win the championship last year? Like, as
Yeah,
the ownership team win? They definitely have the equipment that can do it, even if they don't even win a race.
Exactly. Yeah, and I, the best part about this was this whole playoff system. Wins matter. Wins matter. And like we said, I think it was last week or
Paul
a couple
Menard
weeks
gave
ago.
double freedom rockets to Paul Menard.
Yeah.
Matt Crafty gave double freedom rockets to that.
Yeah. How about Austin Hill too? Kid's shown a lot, and he's going to be in an Xfinity car this weekend at Auto Club Speedway.
Yeah. Ryan, I wanted to talk about this because this was kind of relating to what we talked about earlier with the Twitter wars.
Oh yeah.
So Angela, you pronounce that Ruck, correct?
Yeah, Angela Rock. Yeah.
I've been a little. I haven't been paying attention to the Truck Series as much as I used to. It doesn't fall usually on a good day. It's usually Friday nights, and I'm always busy Friday nights, not near a TV, what have you. But anyway, I did, however, catch qualifying of the Truck Series when I got home from work, and did see Angela Ruck go for a spin.
I missed that. So
what I didn't see until after the truck race was what Parker Kligerman tweeted about her.
all right.
And needless to say, all hell ensued. Because I'm trying to find right now the... I didn't have it up already, which I should have. But he said something that struck a couple chords. Or struck a couple nerves, I should say, on some people. And has the tweet since been deleted?
Maybe.
Did it get deleted? Oh, no.
I mean, he does work for NBC. I mean, if NBC caught one of it, look what happened to Jeremy Roenick.
Oh, man, I don't... Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong date. That's what the problem is here. Hold on. We gotta go back a little bit here. Here it is. So the tweet was, let's raise the qualification standards for the top 3 series. Side note, I can't wait till a woman driver absolutely laps the field one day. Truly, we are the only sport men and women can compete on equal grounds. Can't wait till super talented women are throughout the field. And then...
Oh boy.
Then it got really bad because it wasn't even that night. I don't think Angela Ruck responded to it. And I'm trying to pull this up now as we're live here.
Yeah, it happens.
She tweeted out, wow, where do I start? Obviously, a tweet was sent from... Oh, shoot. That was the after one. There's some expletives in here. Dip, you know what? I blew a tire. The difference between me and you, little blank, is I make my own path. In fact, if you do not shut your trap, I will slap your little ass, sad little fellas that no one dated in high school. That's in response to Parker Kligerman, which then was backtracked the next day. Wow, where do I start? Obviously, a tweet was sent from my account last night that caused a bit of a stir. Truth is, my husband Mike responded from my phone. He was pretty upset with the comment from Parker. I probably would have handled it a bit different. LOL, but I love the support. Mike has always had my back, and I'm thankful for that. However, I've decided to get him his own Twitter, so blah, 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 blah. I don't know where to go with that.
I don't either. I mean...
all I know is Parker needs to stay away from the racetrack, it sounds like, for a couple weeks.
Well, it's a good thing that the Truck Series is exclusively on Fox Sports, FS1 and the Fox affiliates, I should say, and not NBCSN, who Parker works for.
Oh man, that could have been handled way differently. But however, my problem with the whole thing is, you're saying that he tweeted it from your phone. Like, that seems like a cover-up, man. I don't know. That seems like a total cover-up.
I think it does too. And then somebody saw it, the tweeter, the twit. Oh wow, I can't talk. The tweet.
The twit. Somebody saw the twit.
Somebody thought, woo, all right. But no, somebody saw it. Maybe one of the team owners would be like, hey, calm down, relax, let cooler heads prevail. And like you said, it's Twitter, it's social media. Everybody's a big badass on social media until they see them in person. Thank you for laughing at my.
No, I'm thinking about this. Like, what if somehow, some way, it comes down to it, and she turns Parker or Parker turns her? Can you imagine?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if Parker's going to be running any Truck Series races. This.
No. I'm just saying. Could you imagine this happening?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This could take a really bad turn.
Just a little.
But in a sense, I agree with Parker in a sense of I can't wait to see female drivers being competitive fully throughout the field.
Well, there's one coming up. We all talked about her a couple weeks ago on this show. So. Yep,
and the truth of the matter is, I think Hailie Deegan really is going to be that person.
Yep.
She's going to be that female who I think can top.
She's going to be what NASCAR wanted Danica to be.
Yep, I agree with you. Because Danica really didn't live up to expectations, to be honest with you.
Like no disrespect to her. She made it. She got into NASCAR. But she, like you said, she didn't live up to the hype, unfortunately. And, she's now with Aaron Rodgers. So, hey, more power to her.
I don't know. I just felt like we had to talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
So we're just going to move on to the actual race itself before we start another Twitter war here.
Oh, boy.
Which, like I put in the chat just now, NASCAR Twitter has just been losing their minds all week.
Oh, yeah.
This is rare form. But, hey, it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Because everyone's talking about it. So.
Yeah, everybody's talking, yeah.
Last week's winner, Grant Enfinger, had problems in this race on Friday night, Ryan. Tough break. I mean, it's a long season, and you already got that win under your belt, so really no sweat off his back. But
31st finish. I mean,
it kind of it takes that high from winning Daytona and drops you right back to right back to the ground.
Yep. Tough break for Jordan Anderson too. Finished 20th after the great performance at Daytona.
I believe,
Same
Ryan, I
with
believe
Natalie
Lionel
Decker.
is offering that as a diecast, that second place finish of his.
Oh, are they
I
really?
believe so.
That might be something worth looking into.
So, yeah, Jordan Anderson, another story. And he was, at one point, I thought he was up towards the top of the leaderboard. I thought at one point I had peeked over and saw it.
Yeah, I thought he was up there too. Like I said, I missed the majority of the race. I figured since Kyle was in it that he was going to win. But like I said, the stuff I did watch, the great racing in the back of the pack.
Yep. Really quickly before we get into some Truck Series news that I'm going to do a little bit earlier than normal.
Okay. Oh, mm-hmm.
Your stage winners was just Ryan. Take a shot in the dark.
Kyle Busch, I think he won all three. Maybe. You got me.
3 drivers by the name of Kyle Busch won stages 1, 2, and 3.
Man, how cool is that? 3 different guys named Kyle Busch. What's the coincidence of that?
Your top 5 are Kyle Busch, Johnny Sauter, Austin Hill, Matt Crafton, and Ben Rhodes. Your standings following Las Vegas for the playoffs: Austin Hill, Grant Enfinger, Johnny Sauter, Ben Rhodes, Brett Moffitt, Sheldon Creed, Zane Smith. Is that right?
Yep,
Zane Smith's up there? I thought I wrote that down right. I'm like, wait a minute.
That was my pick this weekend, by the way, in the trucks.
And you won. You won because
I won the
Riley
Truck
Herbst
Series.
got into a little bit of an issue,
Oh, yeah.
which was when I had first got to where I was going, looked up at the TV, see the 18
you had
go on the wall.
Christian Eckes.
Or, I'm sorry, Christian Eckes when he went into the wall. And saw him go on the wall, and I go, guess I lose this week. Where was I?
You did the standings, and now you're doing you did the point
Zane
standings.
Smith, Christian Eckes, Todd Gillen, and Cody Rohrbaugh.
Robaugh. Yeah, Robaugh.
That's gonna be. I'm gonna kill that all season. Your next race is Atlanta in, unfortunately, 2 weeks. Jeez.
March 14th. I can't.
2 weeks. 1:30
Why
p.m.
not?
Eastern on Fox.
Why not put them at Auto Club tomorrow?
I get you're trying to keep costs down for the Truck Series.
I understand that. I understand that. But that's why, like I said at the beginning of the show, Austin Hill's going to be in the Xfinity car this weekend, just because to get him more seat time.
And it's a good idea. I understand cost-wise, that series can't do it.
I understand.
What I wanted to talk about, Ryan,
Yeah.
was Kevin Harvick and Marcus. Do you say it Lemonis?
Yeah, Lamanis.
They are putting a $100,000 combined bounty on any Cup Series full-time driver to beat Kyle Busch in a truck race over the
I thought it was a truck. I thought it was a truck regular too.
The last time I saw it, it was just Cup full-time Cup driver.
Okay.
That was the last time I had saw it. Yeah, from Kevin Harvick. I like this, so let's make this fun. I'll put up $50,000 bounty for any full-time Cup driver who races a truck and can beat Kyle Busch in his next 4 races, which are Atlanta, Homestead. What are the other 2, Ryan? You got a schedule in front of you handy?
Yeah, I know Richmond's one of them.
Richmond and... God, I'd love it to be Talladega or something, but I know that won't happen.
Yeah, Homestead, Texas
and Richmond.
Yep.
So
those are the only races that Kyle's doing?
I don't know. It's in his next 4 races, so
right.
it could be any of those. We had 2 confirm. Earlier today, the first one to confirm was Chase Elliott, GMS and Hooters backing him to get in the truck at Atlanta.
GMS is a good truck to get into as well.
Last time he was in a GMS truck, he won.
Yeah, Martinsville.
And Kyle Larson confirmed that he will be in a truck for Homestead against Kyle. I ask you, will any of these guys beat Kyle?
Who is Chase or Larson driving for in the truck? Do you know?
I would have to go back and look it up because I don't think he said who he was racing for.
I could honestly, just because GMS is so great in the truck series, I could see Chase Elliott doing it.
He is also in a GMS Chevrolet.
They both could do it. How's that?
I like Denny trying to get into it too. I saw Denny Hamlin this weekend trying to put his hat in.
At Richmond, he wants to do it at his hometown track at Richmond. I think that's pretty cool. Teammates going at it.
Now, what came up was a lot of feedback and people saying that, well, what does Kyle get if he wins? So Samantha Busch put up that, and I don't know why this thing refreshes when I go to it. She said, so if Kyle can do it, how about we put that money to the Bundle of Joy Fund, which is the charity that they are a part of and do great things through it.
Yes, they do.
So it was indeed confirmed that if Kyle wins, that money will go to the Bundle of Joy Fund.
Very nice.
It's awesome. It's great. I love this. This brings ratings, people, attendance. This is going to be awesome. You have people talking about one of the lower of the 3 Premier Series races.
I think the truckers put on some great shows too. So
I agree wholeheartedly. I haven't been this hyped for a truck races in a long time. Long time.
Exactly. And we tend to get on Kyle Busch a little bit on this show, but like AJ, like you had just mentioned, some of the charity work that he does, some of the other things he does off the track are incredible. From when he won at Martinsville, signing that young lady's hat, she ended up getting a trip, I think, to Bristol or something like that. The charity work that him and Samantha do, which is totally awesome, and definitely a thumbs up in my book.
I told you something, I believe it was last night, Ryan, when we were talking.
Yes.
And I said, Kyle does a lot of things that we see from the legends of this sport. And then I told you, and when you were talking about like a Mount Rushmore, per se, of NASCAR, you have to put Kyle on it. You have to. I don't care that what I said a couple years ago or last year about his 200 wins being a little bit of an asterisk because they were in the other series. It doesn't matter. 200 plus NASCAR wins is a very big deal. No one else I think is ever going to come close. I really don't.
No, I agree 100%. I mean, unless one of these young kids coming up, through the Xfinity series, maybe like a Riley Herbst or maybe a Christian Atkins, somebody like that. But I just don't see it.
I don't see it either. I think it's going to be very tough to beat. So
exactly.
This is awesome, though. This is going to be this is going to be so awesome.
I can't wait. So.
There's some words that I want to use that I can't use, and
freaking sweet.
Yeah, it's going to be what sweet.
Freaking sweet.
Moving on to the Xfinity Series, Ryan.
Rain in Vegas. What?
Only when NASCAR's in town.
Yeah.
Chase Briscoe.
You know what that did, though? You know what that did? A lot of people went to the casino.
They got to roll the dice. They got to go all in. Double or nothing. Double down.
Let's see all the shiny lights.
Chase Briscoe threw out the max bet, and he got the win.
Yes, he did.
In a postponed on Saturday race that was finished on Sunday after the Cup race. Austin Dillon in the booth was something special. Not taking away anything from the magnitude of Chase Briscoe winning. That's his first win of the season in the Xfinity Series and securing him in the playoffs in a badass car.
Yes, it was.
That was a awesome paint scheme this weekend. He was driving with the Shelby Mustang logos all up and down the car and the throwback helmet, and everything was really cool. But Austin Dillon in the booth with Michael Waltrip was something of comedic gold.
Yeah, yeah.
What was your thoughts?
I thought Dylan was great. Him and Mikey played off each other, especially with the Noah Gregson Myatt Snyder incident, and Mikey's trying to, he's trying to be the professional and not take any sides at all. And it's like, oh, it's just a racing deal right there. And Austin Dillon's like, he blatantly hit him.
Yeah, you're talking about the Noah Gregson and Myatt Snyder incident where, of all times for Noah Gregson to be wearing a helmet cam.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You see them get to that front straightaway, and that car just turned right, like so obvious that it was an intentional incident where he spun Myatt Snyder. Michael Waltrip said on his podcast that he kind of handled the situation wrong, and
In all honesty, I thought Mikey did a fantastic job. He even
he
said
tried to play devil's advocate.
podcast,
Really,
he's trying to be professional. You can't show favoritism or anything like that. And he's trying to do his job, be professional, and he admitted on the podcast that he spun him out intentionally.
Yeah, he spun him out intentionally, and he said had he gone back and thinking about it, he probably would have said, I don't know what happened before this to cause it, but and then afterwards there was an awkward exchange. There was some words exchanged, and Noah goes for the fist bump, which was left hanging.
Oh yeah.
These kids, they got so much to learn.
Oh yeah. Hey AJ, I mentioned prior to us going on the air how they had the double header at Vegas on Sunday. If you had tickets to that race, would you went to the Pennzoil 400, would you have stayed for the rest of the Xfinity race? And I ask all of our listeners out there, tweet us on our Twitter page, personal message, whatever. Would you have stayed for the conclusion of the Xfinity race, which was about 125 or so laps left in that race? Would you have stayed?
I am quickly beginning to love Las Vegas as a racetrack. Every race there is so entertaining. However, if I have travel arrangements, if I don't have a hotel room, it all depends on that. Well, and then I gotta think of time difference, because time difference, it was only 6, 7 o'clock out there.
7 o'clock when it ended.
So I would stay.
Yeah,
if I pay for the ticket, I'm staying.
There's been times here where the truck race or even the Xfinity race has almost been rained out, and they're like, man, if that's the case, they do a double header on Sunday, man, I'm staying for it. Mine is, there's not going to deny people, oh, you're not sitting here for this race. They're not going to do that for you.
No.
I mean, no matter what race, like I would do it in a heartbeat. When we went to Bristol, it was they had obviously the nationwide Xfinity race now, and then right after it, they had the K&N East race, and we stayed for both of them, and it was incredible. Granted, not knowing a couple of the guys in K&N, now that these guys are coming up, we know who they are now. It's like, hey, I remember these guys now. But I would definitely do it. Like I said, anybody in the chat right now, like I said, Twitter, anything, just let us know. Would you stay for the double dip?
I'm in. I'm in.
Whether you stay for all of it or if you leave, leave early, just stay there, because I thought the crowd was. I had to watch it on my my Fox Sports app. We get Fox Sports 2 here, but it's non-HD with our cable company, and I got a little gripe about that a little bit later on in the show. But
Ryan's rant preview.
Yes. Oh yeah, the it's the teaser.
But
that's how I had to watch the Xfinity race, was through on my phone.
I mean, it's not that's how I had to watch most of the racing this weekend. It's not a bad way to do it,
No, it's not, but I'm just, saying. It was HD on my phone. I'm like, all right.
The only other thing I have from this Xfinity race, Ryan, was Ryan C. had a great run, great finish.
Another solid outing.
Awesome to see that car up front.
And how about Harrison Burton, 5th? Running good in that car.
Your stage winners: first stage Chase Briscoe, second stage Justin Allgaier. Race winner was Chase Briscoe. Your top 5: Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric, who had one of the best consistent cars all race long. Ryan Sieg, Noah Gragson, and as you said, Harrison Burton rounding out the top 5. Awesome.
Yep.
Your playoff standings following Las Vegas: Chase Briscoe, Noah Gragson, Harrison Burton, Michael Annett, Brandon Jones. 2 weeks in a row.
Austin
Cindric, Ryan Sieg, and Justin Allgaier, Justin Haley, Brandon Brown, Ray Black Jr. Up in the playoff standings.
How about Brandon Brown too?
And Ross Chastain round out your playoff 10. Your next race is Auto Club Speedway this Saturday, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern, or 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern on FS1.
Don't you hate how 4s and 9s look the same?
I know. My handwriting is not the best, as you heard with some of these names that I try to pronunciate, as I was about to say, is have due to my sloppy handwriting. Moving on, we have the NASCAR Cup Series, where, come on, Ryan, give me a,
Joey.
How about we just go Joey Logano as the name of this episode? Joey Logano gambles on the cat. Oh, I like it. Joey Logano cashes in.
That's right.
Does not pit on the final set of pit stops after a late caution. Stays on the track and gets the win in Las Vegas, where I thought it was either going to be Brian Blaney or Alex Bowman getting the win. This race was not short of controversial moments or
not at all.
Entertainment. And like I said, I thought Alex Bowman or Ryan Blaney, one of those two, were going to win. Joey was, I believe, supposed to pit.
Yeah, he
didn't hear it.
Yeah, Paul Wolf wanted him to come down pit road, get, I think it was only a 2-tire change, but didn't come to pit road. Him and Byron stayed out. Byron, again, needs to get needs to get better at his restarts. I know he's still a young kid, but he
has the chase
all four Hendrick cars looked phenomenal this past weekend.
Chevy as a whole.
Yeah. The William Byron needs to get get better at these restarts, because De Benedetto gets inside him. They make contact. Tire goes down on the 24. He should have had easily a top 5 finish, but instead gets a 22nd place finish. But like you said, Joey Logano, he gambled. I don't know if he did that on purpose and not listening to Paul Wolf.
I don't think it was on purpose. I think he was actually supposed to come to pit road.
Yep. I think it was a great gamble on his part. But if that caution does not come out, I think the 88 catches Blaney. Now, if he passes him, that's another story for another time and place. But you would have had a hell of a finish. I mean, we still had a hell of a finish.
Now, that restart where everything ensued with the pit stops, the restart, and all that, it caused a little bit of a stir. I saw on social media a lot of people thinking that caution shouldn't have been thrown.
Because of the Chastain spin?
My take on it is, after what you saw happen the previous week with Ryan Newman, did NASCAR maybe jump it and throw the yellow as soon as they saw the smoke come up? Yeah, probably.
They probably did. I mean, He didn't hit it. He didn't hit anything. There was no wall contact, no nothing like that.
Could that race have stayed green? Absolutely. I just think with what you had happen a week before, not even a week before at that point, when you had something like that happen, you're a little bit more cautious, no matter what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Don't sit there and try to, talk about consistency and stuff like that. You're kind of operating cautions in a state of fear, because you don't want the same thing to happen that you had the week before. Naturally, not the same circumstances. Probably not going to happen at a track like Las Vegas. But regardless, when you see that car start spinning, you're going to instinct throw out the caution because of what you saw happen.
And I agree with you 100%, though. They saw, I mean, like we said, Chastain, who I thought did a great job in the 6 car, by the way, this past weekend. I think he's back in it again this weekend. But, yeah, they see all the smoke. They throw it immediately. But I thought, like I said, I thought the 88 was there. He was running the fastest on the track at that time. Blaney had contact with the wall where it looked like he had a tire going down too. So that could have been a blessing in disguise for him as well. Um, I mean, like we've stated so many times on the show, when should NASCAR throw the caution and when should they not throw the caution? This was one of those ones where they shouldn't have thrown the caution. If he made any sort of contact with the wall, whether it be inside or outside wall, then throw the caution.
Yeah, but you're not going to see me sit here and start complaining that they threw that caution there because,
Oh, we had a great restart.
well, you had a great restart out of it, but even then, safety wise, like it's just that's still in the back of your mind from previous week. So I have no problem with that. A guy who's having a rough 2020, Daniel Suarez, on the first lap. The first lap, no power.
Yep. He ended up running. He ended up getting going, but he got a 30th place finish out of it. But yeah, just because I was telling we got it on, and I'm like, "Hey, Sarah, there's a car in the back that's not going right now." And they're like pan over to it. It's the '96 of Suarez.
You saw what I put on Twitter. Oh, Suarez.
Yeah.
Like that is not. He's not having a good time.
No, not at all. Not at all.
A guy who had a couple crazy moments this weekend, Christopher Bell, had an awesome save.
That was dirt tracking it right there, man. That
And
was
then
definitely...
later on got in the wall a little bit.
Yep.
He didn't had a tough time keeping the car straight this weekend.
Yes, he did.
And then we had Jimmy Johnson not so happy with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. going down the back straight.
I'm not surprised. Not surprised.
Little finger out the window and telling him he's number one, and all while Jimmy had the helmet cam on.
Oh yeah.
You were about. I thought you were about to say something.
Yeah, like we had mentioned earlier. How about the Chevys running good on the mile and a half to tracks where or at tracks of the mile and a half where they struggled last year. So good to see the Chevys running good. How about Matty D in the 21? I mean, yeah, Jimmy Johnson's number one fan, Ricky Stenhouse, third place, and how about Austin Dillon? Good run for them guys.
Can we just talk about the guy who should have won this race real quick?
Alex Bowman.
Ryan, who should have won this race?
Alex Bowman.
I will ask again. Who should have won this race?
Chase Elliott.
Yeah, he should have.
Yep.
I was devastated.
Oh yeah, I know. I knew you were.
To start the season, I thought
when it happened
for
too.
sure.
I told Sarah, I'm like, "Oh, AJ's probably upset." And then
I was best car all day long. Long runs were the bread and butter of that team all day. Even on the restarts, though, it didn't matter because I think at one point there was a restart and Chase fell like down to 13th.
Yeah, and he bounced
and in one lap
back.
was back up to third, and I was like, "Geez, that car is dialed in."
How about, speaking of run cars, how about Kevin Harvick? He had that short run speed, and it would about 15, maybe 20 laps, he would taper off, and they would just fly on by him.
And the tire fall off in this race was another thing that was really entertaining about it. But Chase gets a flat tire during green flag pit stops coming off a pit road, and just some days you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some days you have Lady Luck on your side, some days you don't. And unfortunately, there was a lot of promise out of what happened this weekend. If you're a fan of Hendrick and Chevrolet,
this weekend right here, they struggled a lot last year on these 2 mile tracks, Michigan, California. I still call it California.
Fontana
Auto Club, I get it. It's the sponsor. It's the track name now. Still call it California. But these big fast tracks is where Hendrick had another struggles last year. So let's see what happens this weekend. I am hopeful. I do have a thumbs up right now. If they do good this weekend, I'm definitely gonna have 2 thumbs up, and I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of the season. Like I mentioned earlier, the 24 car looked very strong this weekend. I have a lot to be hopeful for. Hopefully he can get that restart act together, and then he'd be all right.
Yeah,
and the pit crew.
I think the 9's going to knock off a bunch of wins this year.
I think the 9 and the 88.
Bowman, man. I mean, like you said, I was listening to him on the radio at that point, and hearing him come up through the field, and everyone on the radio is like, "Oh, we don't think he's gonna get there in time," and then like he was within car lengths.
Yeah, oh
You
yeah.
know? But
And there was still like 6 or 7 laps left when he was there, and then that caution came out for the spindle, and man, it would. I think it would have been a side by side photo finish. I honestly do.
and I still think he had a good finish. I really do. And I don't blame. We had that wreck, to end the race, and we didn't get a true green flag finish. But I thought Matt DiBenedetto had no. I don't put any blame on him for what he did. He
Not at
saw
all.
the gap, tried to get in it, and got into Byron a little bit, and
Yeah. And then
all
that
hell
could
broke loose after that with Blaney and John Hunter Nemechek, and
And by the way, the sidewalls on these cars now, the tires go down so quick now.
well, what I like is that inner and outer
Oh,
lineup,
inner line. Yeah.
because it makes it so that it doesn't always tear up a car anymore, when it
And
happens.
which is good.
But anyway,
Yeah.
stage winners. First and second stage was the 9 of Chase Elliott, and your race winner was Joey Logano. Your top 5, Joey Logano, Matt DiBenedetto, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Austin Dillon, and Jimmy Johnson rounding out your
Yep.
top 5. Your standings following Las Vegas: Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Austin Dillon, Chris Buescher, Matt DiBenedetto, Jimmy Johnson, Clint Boyer, Bubba Wallace, Corey LaJoy, Alex Bowman, and Martin Truex Jr. Your next race is Auto Club this Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
I thought the Bubba Wallace car, the Coke Energy car, looked awesome this weekend. I thought that was a cool paint scheme.
Yeah, the Coca-Cola Energy. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I thought that was pretty sweet.
Auto Club, though, Fontana this weekend. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we got. I know we're gonna probably dive into that in the news and notes, but
Let's get a tire up. Let's go some news of the week.
Left side. Pull this left rear fender out, left side.
Tire Up It is where we go over the news of the past week, and we already went through 3 of our news articles in this first segment here, which was Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson accepting the Kyle Busch Bounty. Brian Newman was back at the Rouse shop, and NASCAR and Steve O'Donnell talking about the Newman crash by a timestamp timeline.
which was awesome to do. I thought that was so good. To the people are saying that, oh, they didn't get there quick enough. Oh, they didn't get there quick enough. Yes, they did.
They really did, within seconds.
Yep.
Seconds. We're not
They
talking
saved-
about minutes. We're talking about seconds.
They saved his life.
Yep, agreed. So, with that being said, we are going to Auto Club this weekend, where the Auto Club Speedway will be paying tribute to Kobe Bryant this weekend with a 24 painted on the infield turf, a mention of Kobe Bryant and others lost during the invocation. A memorial display will be at the track that fans can write on, send well wishes and condolences. And the track will then send that display and a donation to Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation.
Very nice.
Awesome by the track,
Yes.
including with what Auto Club Speedway is doing. William Byron and Ryan Blaney are running special Kobe Bryant inspired paint schemes.
I think Taylor Reddick should do as well, just because he's a number 8 car as well. But
yeah, the shoot, I was on a train of thought. Now I forgot. Sorry. William Byron is running the purple and gold flames this weekend, which is awesome, but with Exalta sponsoring it, and Ryan Blaney and Body Armor are running a very cool snakeskin purple and gold car, which I think is, if I'm comparing the two, I love that Blaney one.
I like the Byron car. That's just me. I actually like them both. So.
And along with that, Daniel Suarez has his gloves and shoes are going to be Kobe Bryant inspired.
Oh, very nice.
As well. So awesome that they are doing this weekend. It's the only time we go out to Auto Club, so it's first time we've been out in California since everything that happened as a sport. it's going to be very nice, I think.
Yes, I think so. Very, very touching tribute to the Auto Club Speedway, uh, everybody at the track. Good job.
Agreed. Some good news here is NASCAR ratings continue to climb. Sunday's race of the Pennzoil 400 had an 8% rise, I guess would be the best word, rise, over
Increase.
last year's Atlanta race, which was the second race on the schedule, and 7% over what 2019's Vegas race in March drew, which is awesome.
Yes, it is, and people say the sports dying. How about the attendance too? Almost a full house at Vegas, and I'm very impressed. Vegas always does draw good crowds too. So
It's slowly becoming one of the tracks I want to put on my bucket list.
oh yeah,
Phoenix is adding the PJ1 compound again before the March race weekend. This is the event that marks the debut of the short track package for the Cup Series, and putting that PJ1 in there, it's going to be a really interesting turnout for this one.
yeah. That's
interested to see how it all works.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Next week. Well,
Yeah.
not this weekend, but the following.
Yeah, no, they're at California this weekend.
Yep. And that is all I have for news, other than William Byron is testing the new gen car at Auto Club in a couple weeks.
And I gotten some news too, so.
Oh yes, Ryan, we have some sponsors this week.
Yeah, we do.
Who are we sponsored by?
All 3 series. In the trucks, Matt Noyce, the crew chief of Ben Rose, was fined $2,500. One lug nut not safe and secure. Benjamin Beneshu, Harrison Burton's crew chief, was fined $5,000 in the Xfinity series for a lug nut. And Kyle Larson's crew chief, Chad Johnston, fined $10,000 for one lug nut not safe and secure. Excuse me. Guys, we love the shout outs. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. Ryan.
And I got one more bit of news. I know I forgot to do it last weekend. I'd like to do our little weather report for Auto Club this weekend. Tomorrow, we're looking at mostly cloudy and 82 degrees. Saturday, for the Xfinity race. Mostly sunny skies, high of 73. Sunday, hopefully this is wrong. We got showers only at a 40% chance, but a high temperature of only 57 degrees. So if you're going to Auto Club on Sunday, wear your favorite driver's hoodie.
Agreed. Very good. Very, very
good. This weather report brought to you by me.
All right, Ryan.
Yes.
It is time to get to some social media. What do you say?
Let's go.
Wrong sound effect, but we got the right one in there.
We gotta let it ride.
All right, social media update. We are up to 2,009 downloads on Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher. 332 followers on Twitter, 75 likes on Facebook, 25 subscribers on YouTube. We have some new follower shout-outs. Charlie at Wrench Twister 00. He is the mechanical engineer on the Starcom Racing 00 car.
Oh, nice.
We have Wyatt at WJarvis_Army, and I Like NASCAR at Rubbins Racing 3. Thank you all for the follows.
Thank you.
Podcast shoutouts this week include, as always, the Lap Traffic Podcast, the PTM Racing Podcast, the 3 Wide Podcast, which congratulations to Eddie and his wife on the birth of their, it was daughter, correct? Daughter?
Yes, daughter. Yes. Daughter. They're home too. I saw that the other day, and they've been posting pictures. EG3 posted a picture of her first church service. Very awesome picture. Glad everybody's happy, healthy, and safe.
Yeah, it was really cool. It's been really cool to follow the process with them, as they've been going through it and all that. And I've had 2 of my cousins are adopted, so it's it's a long process. But Emma, their daughter, is home with them right now, and that is awesome. Congratulations.
Speaking of baby news, Logan's helmet is off. I don't know if I mentioned that last week on the
Oh,
show.
very good.
Yes, Logan's helmet is off. He's supposed to wear it while he's sleeping, but everything's going good with it. So yeah, Logan's helmet is off. So we just got to get him fitted for his car seat now, and he's ready to get on that track.
No, very good. Very good, very good.
We are getting him into a stock car.
Um, really?
Oh, I would like to, but
Oh, well, I hope so.
me too. Hell yeah.
All right, so continuing on, we have the Side Draft Podcast, the Alternative No Breaks Podcast, and the Final Lap Weekly. Places you can find us on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, and YouTube. In your search bar, the Loose Lugs Podcast. Make sure you subscribe, follow, turn on that notification bell so this way you get notified every time we upload new content, and so you can hear that super sweet notification bell. Ryan?
Ding, ding, ding.
Nice little tribute to our good friend Polish on that one.
That's right.
Our personal, on Twitter, we are at Lugs Podcast, and you can tweet us about the show using the hashtag LugsPod, and on Facebook, we are in your search bar, the Loose Lugs Podcast. Our personals now, myself is at Grey Goose F150, and Ryan?
Arvin, Cola 88.
Ryan, it is time for you to go on a rant, my friend.
Alrighty then. So, guys, I hope everybody enjoyed the Vegas weekend. The gambling. My rant this week. So we all know that the Xfinity race was rained out. Unfortunately, on Saturday, they only got the first stage in. So to make a long story short, we're going to run it an hour after the Cup race. We're going to be on Fox Sports 2. Well, my cable company, which is WOW, I know a lot of cable companies, providers out there, do not have Fox Sports 2, let alone HD. Here's my thing. I understand that you got the XFL, which Fox is putting up some decent money for. Why not put the XFL or even the Xfinity race on Fox? All your animation domination stuff can be pushed back to a later time. The local news can be pushed back to a later time. I don't understand why they didn't switch the XFL game over, since it was supposed to be over with by 9 o'clock, over to your local Fox stations while the Cup or the truck or Xfinity race, goes to FS1. I don't understand why that. This is why I miss Speed TV. I miss Speed because they would have their own HD channel. You could keep the Fox Sports 1 and obviously your local Fox affiliates. So, and my buddy Ryan was mad he missed the Xfinity race due to the fact that he doesn't get Fox Sports 2 at all with his cable provider. So please think of the folks that can't get Fox Sports 2.
Very good.
And then also, too, we're at work earlier today, and on, I think it's April 5th or something like that, it's a Sunday, Michigan International Speedway is doing an Easter egg hunt for all the kids. So they're going to have on the tri-oval there, they're going to have a bunch of eggs, a lot of like face painter bounce houses, and obviously they're going to be selling tickets to the Firekeepers Casino 400 and the August race. I can't remember. I think it's Consumers Energy still. But they'll be selling those tickets out there as well. Plus, they have, like I said, a bunch of activities and games for the kiddos. So we're thinking about taking Logan out there to get him his first experience at MIS.
I do believe I think it was Sarah posted that and tagged you in it.
Sarah posted that and tagged me in it. So it's something we're definitely thinking about doing. It is Bristol that weekend, so I would probably I'd obviously have Bristol recording. So, but yeah, it's something we're definitely thinking about doing as a family, taking Logan out there for the first time. You're going to be getting pit road access into the Victory Lane as well, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
So, yeah, something we're definitely thinking about doing. So, like you said, Sarah tagged me today at work, and I saw that, and I looked on it. We didn't see anything about it last year, so it might be something new that they're trying to do.
I would take it and run with it though. Like,
oh heck yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't be slacking on that, you know.
No, I mean the parking opens at 1 o'clock, and I do believe the event starts at 2 p.m.
Okay.
So, which would definitely be pretty cool to go out there, see that place empty again, which is awesome.
Very good. Very good.
I just thought I'd throw that out there.
No,
So, if any listeners out there got young ones that love to Easter egg hunt and are in the area, head on out to MIS.
I'm good with it. I got no rant this week, so.
You got no rant?
Nope, I'm good. I got nothing to rant about.
All right. What did you think of the? Oh, that's right. You didn't. You couldn't hear to see where you're at. So maybe this weekend you can finally hear Joey and Gordon.
Oh yeah, I think so. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Depends on what comes up this week. So,
I'm still getting used to it. I don't mind it as much as I thought I would dislike it. So I'll leave it at that.
Ryan, I am going to go to the white flag segment. We're going to give our predictions.
Tight, keep working the mirrors. In line with you, coming to the white. Only cool.
All right, white flag is where we're going to give our predictions for the upcoming race weekend in Auto Club or at Auto Club. Myself, I won last week by a score of 3-1 with the Joey Logano win, give me 2 points, and the Riley Herbst finishing in front of who did you have? Justin Haley.
Yep.
And you got your win with
Zane Smith.
Yep, Zane Smith finishing in front of Christian Eckes. So I lead the season 7-1. The biggest lead I've ever had in us doing this.
It's been a while.
I go first this week in the Xfinity Series, Ryan. I'm going with Daniel Hemrick.
Son of a bitch. Because I have it right here. I don't know if you can focus in on that. Daniel Hemrick is who I had picked. Give me Riley Herbst.
Oh, looks like we're flipping. Ryan, I am swinging for the fences on this one. Debuting a very cool looking Interstate Batteries paint scheme. Give me the champ, Kyle Busch.
Give me his teammate Eric Jones.
My sleeper, I'm going with Matt DiBenedetto.
I'm going with the guy that should have won last week. Give me the 88 of Alex Bowman.
Very good. Very good. I'm hoping like DiBenedetto can ride that second place finish last week and do another solid outing this week. Kyle, jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't hard.
No.
I know it's early to be using one of the premier 4 drivers, but hey, I'm trying to build on this lead while I have it.
Yeah, you got to run with it when you can.
Well, and that's I'm not giving up my entire secret, but I'll give you a little insight into saying I'm trying to pad my lead just a little bit.
Yep.
So I think it's gonna be a really good race weekend. And
I think so too.
the season started off very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we said last week, the season starts after Daytona. Obviously, everybody wants to win the 500, biggest race of the year. So, like you said, this is when the season starts.
I agree with you. Well, Ryan, we've hit that point in the show. We've ended. We can fold now.
It's that. Oh yeah, we can fold.
The gambling references are done.
So here's the thing: we just folded, and now we're California dreaming.
Gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away.
So we're California dreaming to California.
Yes, sir. All right, Ryan.
Guys, awesome week. Let's continue this weekend at Auto Club. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Be safe. God bless. We'll see you at the track.
Special thanks to Patrick, and I think it was just Patrick this week in our chat. Thank you, Patrick, for coming out and talking with us. Special thanks to everyone who tuned in live to this live stream, and even if you didn't come in there, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for downloading this podcast on Podbean, iTunes, and Stitcher. Here we go. California. Like Ryan said, California dreaming. Californication. How about that, Ryan?
Yes, indeed.
All right. We'll see you next week. We're out.